Hi, we are here with Fiona from Creative Butterfly Art Therapy. Is that what your business is called? Creative Butterfly Art Therapy or Expressive Arts?
Yeah, creative butterfly expressive arts therapy.
Yes, Expressive Art Therapist.
Yeah.
So we met when we were working at the hospital together. You were a volunteer and you were studying creative arts psychotherapy.
Yeah.
And yeah, you were helping in the art program that I was running. And yeah, we sort of stayed in contact since then. And then when I graduated from the coaching certification, we started working together in a series because you were setting up your art therapy practice, which is really exciting. And so you were already a little bit into your business journey when we met and when we officially started coaching together. Um, you mentioned in the intake form as well that your aims for coaching is that you wanted to create like a bit of balance around your family and then the other paid work that you have, like your contract work with a community health organization and a local hospital that you're working at. And you wanted to organize like your weekly and daily schedule. So that was one of the things that you wanted to work on. And then you also mentioned that you were feeling quite overwhelmed with your current space and you wanted some help like getting unstuck and like finding your way through that overwhelmment and decluttering your space and also a couple of other things that we established was that you wanted to integrate your own personal creative practice as well, and then focus on self-care and things that make you feel good too. So yeah, maybe just wind back to like and maybe give us a little bit of an insight, Fiona, to where you're at before the coaching series and like how you felt and what the business looked like at that stage.
Um, yeah, my business looked like very disorganized. I was very unfocused. I felt very overwhelmed um in the space. I didn't feel very aligned with the space that I was working from, and I was spending a lot of money to keep an office that I didn't really feel that aligned or comfortable in. So, and I felt like if I don't feel aligned or comfortable in it, my clients won't either. So I really felt like working with you was going to be a great thing to help me refocus, uh, re kind of visit my goals for my business, which I did, and I'm got them hanging up in front of me right now, um, to focus on every day. And so since working with you, I have uh, decided to change my office space or my creative space. So I've gone from an actual tenancy to a virtual tenancy with Ballarat Business Centre, which that'll allow me to still have my marketing across the sites at the centre, but and also have the networking opportunities that they offer, but not have to um, financially uh, contribute so much
Mm.
to a space. But I've found a smaller but quieter space with a beautiful garden around a little cottage that I'm going to, which I feel aligns so much more with my values and my goals for my business. So I'm really excited to start there in a week and a half or a little under a week and a half. And just it's helped me. Your coaching has helped me to really figure out, like, really drill down on what I need in my business and what I want in my business. So those are the things that I've felt have been really, really helpful for me going forward. And it's going to save me a lot of money, which I can use for different things, other professional development and possibly further coaching, because I'd love to do that too. And also, like, just opening my time and space up for different things, like more group work. I'd really love to get into the space of helping first responders to manage their stress in creative ways. So that's something that is a goal for me to work on. And I'm really excited about that. So just been speaking to someone in my network about that recently. And yeah, just I feel like everything's kind of starting to fall in place again, or now after nearly, it's about 20 months in business, like doing all the things that I was excited to do, but then I realized that they don't actually align with my business. And then, really pull back and refocus. And yeah, it's been excellent, a good, really good opportunity to do that.
Yeah, because you already had some really great things already established in your business as well, like that working for the community health organization, you're already doing that 2 times a week. And that's like, working in your passion area, which is like that group art therapy, the work at the local hospital, in the cancer center as well. So
Yeah.
you're already quite active and busy. And then also, you're a mum and balancing all of those responsibilities.
Yes.
Um,
It sometimes feels like a juggle, but
yeah,
that's what I've signed up for, being
yeah,
a mum
yeah,
and being a business owner. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
go,
just,
yeah.
the
Um,
balance, and having my creative practice helps me to keep that balance
yeah.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
sinking into that for yourself. I mean,
yeah,
like that's the start of it, isn't it? That medicine for yourself, and then you just want to share that with others and
exactly.
invite them into that experience because we know all of the beautiful benefits that we get from making art. So yeah, you already had all of that. So then it was, yeah, just figuring out like those puzzle pieces and like where you were going to fit your private practice and then helping clients. And yeah, we were uncovering as the sessions went on and setting your goals and thinking about how you can move forward in your business and build up your art therapy practice. Yeah, you really wanted to like figure out like the different steps and things. And I think going into business, it is a bit of an initiation, and you have these ideas of how your business is going to be structured. And then when you get into it and start to hit the ground running, they like you have to have like a little bit of flexibility or fluidity because like things shift and change. So yeah, that big aha moment that you had around your space and you're hiring this professional office space and it just in terms of alignment with your business, like figuring out that maybe like more of a casual hire is something that would work with your business model differently, like uncovering that through working on the goals and the action steps each fortnight. It just helped you like just solidify that vision and focus. um
Yeah.
yeah. um
It gave me some goals to work on in between our sessions. And one of those goals was working on my social media. So I learned a lot of things from you. And I'd also done a business assistance program um, previously to that. And I'd kind of got some things sorted through that, but you helped me to do kind of the rest of what I needed there and make it a little bit more personalized to me,
mhm.
and what I offer, and not just as a business out there offering things, services. So that helped me to really focus on what my values are and what I wanted to see um, being offered to my potential client. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing I was going to say, because that was one of the goals that you came to me with, figuring out how to do reels and, talking about your business on social media and like giving more context and depth and talking about the benefits and things like that. And then also like sharing testimonials and like recording the things that people were saying in your sessions and like the beautiful experiences that they're having. Did you want to share, like, maybe like some things like obviously you don't have to disclose like clients' names or things like that, but were people saying about like say your Thursday night group or in session? Like what were the benefits that people were receiving from your art sessions?
I am just going to get because I've got some testimonials through a WhatsApp group that I set up with my art therapy group from a Thursday night, and they'd sent me through some beautiful testimonials of what they had got through um, uh, being part of the group. Not only did they find that the community and the connection with each other was really something that they got a lot out of. It was just being able to use different resources to create with and reflect on the things that I kind of help them to reflect on. So using uh, reflective kind of prompt questions, they would they really appreciated that.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was lovely to be able to get that feedback. Um, One of my clients from the art therapy group said, um, working with Fee in a group setting has been so rewarding and valuable in ways I didn't expect. Her deep understanding of a therapeutic process and wonderful resources allowed me to discover new insights that have been very helpful. So that was beautiful outcome for her.
Yeah, beautiful.
Um, what else? I've had lots of people say, that they were excited to come week after week. I've also learned a lot of things through doing those programs because it was initially a 6-week program and the group wanted to extend into another 6 weeks. And I learned a lot of things around timing and um, season wise, as well as their capacity
Yeah.
to keep going. So with that information, I will adjust my programs to reflect a better way to engage for my clients to engage in those programs. Um, so that's been really valuable information for me to get. And also um, just to have those video testimonials of how people felt or feel about working with me has been really beautiful and just it's just helped me to know that I'm in the right space doing the right thing. So yeah.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Yay.
Even the time working with you in the hospital, in a volunteer capacity, like you've just got this like gorgeous, like generous heart, and just being in that energy is just incredible. So, you're a creative leader, like you're here to like teach and guide and hold space for people that really need it. And I think everyone can use a dose of art to help them in their day-to-day lives and the ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. Like it's so validating, and just hearing that that response is just wonderful. And so, yeah, I guess in terms of like your feedback from the coaching series and things like that, like we would you wrote down some thoughts and things after we wrapped up our series. And you said that you'd gone from being overwhelmed and disorganized in, you know, your creative space and in your mind, to more being more focused and ambitious about where you want to take your practice moving forward. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
do you feel like it's been a little
Uh,
while since you've written that, but yeah, do you feel like you're still in that space?
yes,
Mm.
definitely. Yeah. There's so many things that I'd like to do that I get a bit excited and which is obviously not a bad thing, but taking the time to pause and really think out how or, what the steps I need to do to make those things happen
Yeah.
is something that I've gained through working with you. It's
Hmm.
like just really looking into those goals. How am I going to show up at ease in my practice and feel connected? How am I going to still be a grounded and wholehearted therapist and guide to people I serve? And how am I going to fulfill my self-care needs um, while planning all those things? So, really thinking about all those things while I plan those ambitious things.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Good.
I
Yeah.
I feel like I've always been quite ambitious,
Mm.
um, and sometimes it gets me in a place of overwhelm because I want to do it all and I want to do it all now. But I also have learnt that it's important for me to remember that I'm human,
Yeah.
number one, and that I can do anything, but I can't do everything.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
really feeling into what fills my soul is really important.
Yeah. Powerful stuff. Yeah. That's amazing, like awareness and understanding. And yeah, by doing that inner work and tapping into yourself and connecting with those beautiful goals as well, like that, just brings that like focus and alignment to yourself. And another key aha or understanding that you wrote down in your form afterwards was accepting and respecting my own capacity and need to do things at my own pace. So that
Yes.
specifically to what you were talking about before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I think a lot of the time we shame ourselves into not doing things fast enough
Mhm,
or not doing things well enough or, just not being enough, really.
mhm.
And it's like, well, no, I am enough as I am.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to take my time. In fact, it's better that I take my time because then I'm more assured of doing things in a more organized way. And when I take the time to have everything, squared away, I'm more organized and I feel less clustered, less overwhelmed. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's been a big learning for me. Not
yeah,
to shame myself for not, you know, not to shame myself for going slow.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you take that time to like be with yourself, center yourself, ground yourself, then you can bring your whole heart to the people that you're serving and just
Yeah.
give everything to that. So yeah, that's amazing. But society's taught us that too. Like productivity is like a marker of success, and like the more you hustle, the more you do, like then that is like I don't know, like something to be celebrated. But um,
Mm,
I feel like tides are turning. I feel like things like people are wanting to like have more mindful moments, like embrace simplicity, and like slowing down is something that is people are craving more and more.
yeah.
So you know, if we can walk the talk and like if we can be in that as well, then you know, that's just role modeling for other people to embrace
Yeah,
all of that in their lives too. And
exactly.
yeah, that will help with stress levels as well.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm.
In our bathroom, I have a sign that says it takes courage to rest and play or rest and relax in a culture that uh, celebrates exhaustion and yeah, and hustle.
Yep.
And yeah, the
Yeah.
hustle culture yeah, needs to change.
Yeah, that constant busyness, you know, it can yeah, it can really impact us. And so yeah, I think creatives are all types of creatives tend to be like quite sensitive and take on a lot of that. So yeah, if we can as best as we can, center ourselves and like be on our own practice and slow
Yeah,
things down and let things evolve, then that's you know, that can filter out to the people that we're supporting as well.
definitely. And I think as artists and art therapists, process is very much a huge part of what we do.
Mm.
So it's really important to slow things down and really feel into the process of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to express or what we're helping people express. So that, yeah, it serves us better if we can slow down and really feel into process. And yeah, um, it's a beautiful part of what we do, I think,
Mhm.
and helps us to be more curious about life in general.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Ah, well, this has turned out to be a beautiful conversation. Thanks, Fee. Is there anything before we wrap up that you might like to add as like a bookend to this chat?
I want to say a huge thank you to you to helping me come to these realizations. I think, you know, it has come in a very timely manner for me and helped me to really revisit some things that have helped me redirect my focus and redirect my business in a way that I think will serve people who I serve and myself really well in the future. So
Yeah.
yeah, huge thank you. I'm really grateful.
Yeah. And I can't wait to follow your business journey and yeah, your amazing goal to support first responders. I think that's like amazing. They do amazing noble work. So they need to be supported like a beautiful person like you. So yeah, that sounds like an incredible program. And yeah, thank you for being here today.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. It's always a great chat. Always have a great chat.
All right. Thanks, Fee.
No worries.
Bye.
All right. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.